Alright, hey everybody, this is Leroy Diesel coming with another video. This is going to be an update to the oil filter relocation kit. I just did a video for the engine oil coolers, an update on those, and we're doing the same update here. The main difference is we're going to the cloth braid hose now. This is a hose that's rated for 1750 psi. There's usually a safety factor in hoses built either between 2 and 4 times. So let's say it was a 2-time safety factor. That's well over 3,000 pounds of burst pressure. So you know, we're running about 80 on our truck. So way overkill. And easier to install too, because they're more flexible hose, and they're rated to carry engine oil, obviously, and they're rated to carry a lot of other fluids like liquid propane, which is pretty impressive to me. That's only 450 psi, and the hose again is rated at 1750. So getting into the kit, again, the main difference is going to be we're switching to this hose, and I'll just kind of real quickly go over what's in the kit. You'll get the dual oil filter mount, and it takes the stock 6.5 oil filter on there, so you don't have to remember, you know, some other number. Just for reference, an AC Delco number is 25160561, and then I think it's a Fram number, and that should be a PF 1218, so a PF 1218 would fit that mount. And you could also buy wicks or whatever your favorite brand of filter is, as long as it cross-references and, you know, fits that dual mount, obviously. So the other thing you'll get is the block adapter. Hopefully let me get that out of the bag, along with an assortment of fittings. And let me explain these fittings a little bit. I'm sending this kind of as a universal kit, so that you can use whatever fittings best accomplish you routing these hoses and getting the installation done. So you're going to have some fittings that are left over, and there's 2 straight fittings on the adapter itself. So you're probably not going to use everything, but you can use whatever combination works best for you. You could put a 45 in here, and then another 45 attached to that, a straight, or a 90 coming straight off of here. However you want to do it, that I leave up to you. Put that aside. The kit comes with the adapter. This is a billet piece that we make. It's got an O-ring on the bottom side. This has an O-ring on it, so that all seals together. I should have brought the nipple. I didn't think about it. The block nipple that screws into the block. And if you have a 4x4, which probably most of you are going to have when you're buying this kit, you'll unscrew the block adapter, the oil filter adapter off the block. Once you have it off the block, you're going to take the nipple that the oil filter was attached to off your original filter adapter, and then screw that into the block, just like a 2-wheel drive. You basically converted it to a 2-wheel drive style block at that point. Then this adapter comes in the kit. It screws in here, and what you can do is get an idea of where how far down this needs to be. If you use the original nipple that I just told you about, that you're going to screw into the block, and eyeball it on here, screw it into here first, and then also, sorry, I'm being a little confusing here. So put this together, screw the nipple into the port, and then you want the hex part of the of that nipple below this surface, and then when you get that, and you know you got plenty of engagement here, you can kind of eyeball it. You say, you know, like, okay, I got the 16th or whatever sticking out of there. Then remove this and basically seal it in there, back down to that depth. Let me get that out. Sounds like it's actually starting to rain here. So you'll put some silicone or RTV, whatever your favorite sealant is. I wouldn't put anything necessarily permanent, but then once it's on there, go ahead and screw it back down where you had it, about right there, and then let that set up. Then screw the nipple back into the block, and then once this has had a little time to set up where you know that insert's not going to move, then you know you can thread this up and get it really snug up on the block until you have it in its final position. And so that's kind of how I like to treat that. It's going to come with the mount, which mounts to the base, to the filter base. It comes with some zip ties, so you can zip tie the hose so it's not going to be drooping or hitting anything, moving, anything like that. These hoses are 52 inches long, so from where you're going to mount this to where this is going to mount, you need to make sure that's within a 52-inch reach. And what I used to say is on the cab mount, the very front cab mount, you could go back to a spot on the frame at the 41-inch mark, and if on the inside of the frame rail, if you had clearance there to mount this, then you're good to go, because then the 52-inch hose would fit there also. But probably the simplest thing to do is just measure roughly from your oil filter back to a spot somewhere on the frame rail where you are going to plan to mount the dual filter mount, and if a 52-inch hose will fit there, then we're good to go. I think that covers it. The main difference is I wanted to show you this hose and tell you that it is very much overkill for the application. It's going to be a great hose, but I had to change the hose on the oil filter kits, so it just made sense to change them on the oil filter relocation kit. And let me correct my wording. I think I said oil filter twice. I had to change the hoses on the oil cooler hose kits because of logistics and getting parts, and anyway, go see that video. And so it made sense just to change this hose as well. So that's it. Any questions, as always, email me. You can go to my website right there, LeroyDiesel.com, and my email's there, my phone number's there. I'm real easy to get a hold of. If I don't answer, it just means I was on the line with someone else, and a large majority of the time I will call you back. If I don't call you back, you know, give me 30 minutes or an hour, or, you know, if it's within business hours, call me back. Otherwise, call me the next day. So any questions, let me know. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Thanks. Bye.